Do you ever add a movie to your watch list and it just sits there forever? Well, for me, one of those movies was a gay film called Benjamin. But I actually watched it, and I was thrilled at what I discovered. Benjamin is a 2018 gay film directed by Simon Amstell and starring Colin Morgan. And it follows a filmmaker who's making a film about his love life while the film itself is about that filmmaker's love life. I know it sounds really confusing and meta, but it's a pretty simple story. Okay, the movie is not as complicated as it sounds. It's following this filmmaker character who's making a movie in the movie about his personal love life while the movie itself is about his love life. And then there's probably an even deeper level where the filmmaker who made this movie was probably making a movie about himself. Oh my god. It's not as confusing as it actually sounds. A lot of times when you have movies about making movies, the movies that the characters are making inside the movie is just some bad-looking movie, but this is the first time that I actually kind of want to watch the movie that he was making. There's also this other theme that's going on that they discuss about artists and their relationship to their art, and how you have to pull from your own personal life to make your art. And that can be either a very cathartic, rewarding experience, or in this movie, sometimes it can be a bad experience, balancing that line between fiction and reality, and realizing that sometimes that line is very thin. What's great about this movie too is that it talks a lot about a lot of gay truths. For instance, there's a scene early on when the main character, Benjamin, is meeting with his crush, Noah, for the first time, and he finds out that he's vegan, and they're both vegan, and he jokingly says, we should get married. And I know it's a joke line, but there's a lot of deep truth in that. Especially in the gay community, there's a smaller dating pool in comparison. So when you find somebody that you sort of connect with or have similarities to, you want to just hold on to that person. Now, a lot of reviewers have talked about this one little short scene that happens in a bathtub, which to me made me think about the Sweet November bathtub scene that I made a video about. But this scene is much gayer, and I can see why a lot of people like this scene, because it's so sincere, it's so sweet. I think the acting, the performances are great all across the board. There's a scene that happens near the end of the film with an actor by the name of, I think it's Nathan Stewart-Jarrett. He gives such a powerful performance, and he's only in the movie for like 5 minutes, but he's definitely a memorable character. And I think a lot of people have overlooked this movie, but I would put this up there with some of the best gay films that have come out in the last 5 years. So if you're anything like me, you're probably going to need subtitles for this movie, because the main character speaks with a thick Irish accent. Yeah, this is just a solid movie. I don't like to use the word wholesome, but it's very wholesome, I guess.